On an island far away, a small creature emerges from the jungle. But it doesn't realize it's being watched. At just 50 kilograms, it's merely an infant, yet, to the Strudon, still deadly. A shadow of the colossal 9-ton giant it may one day become, if it can survive. It might one day rule this land as an apex predator. But for now, it is vulnerable. Two Carnotaur infants wander. The young Rex, now 200 kilograms, strikes with explosive force. One hit each, swift, lethal, unforgiving. Even in the dead of night, the Dilophosaurus, an agile predator that prides itself as a nocturnal hunter, finds no advantage in the darkness tonight. They too are on the menu. This is a story of a young Tyrannosaurus and how she lived. Still growing into her strength, she spends her day exploring the open plains, patrolling the edges of her territory, alert for the scent of opportunity or danger. Every step is a lesson in survival. She drinks from a familiar pond, but her eyes never stop scanning the world around her. But when the moment comes, instinct takes over. But not every moment is filled with violence. On the wide open beach, she almost seems innocent, practicing the ancient art of the ambush, a turtle unaware that it has become part of her game. With the sun dipping low, she leaves the shore behind, back to the safety of the plains. Because danger is never far. The next day, she returns to the beach once more, repeating the cycle: food, water, shelter. It is a simple rhythm, but it keeps her alive. For the first year of her life, this is how she survives. But slowly, she will turn into a predator that the rest of the island has to watch out for. walking fortress of muscle and horn. The Raptors, carefully testing for weaknesses, searching for any opening they can exploit. These are deadly pack hunters, and coordination is their weapon of choice. But against prey this size, 2 won't be enough. Still, hunger doesn't care about the odds. One of the raptors missteps and is struck down by the Triceratops' massive horns. Their coordination failed, but they're not alone. In the tall grass, our young female has been watching. She's not ready to face the Triceratops head on, but her eyes were never on it. She is after the raptor. But the Triceratops is still too close. To create a diversion, she charges the remaining raptor, hoping the giant will give chase. If it does, she uses speed to lead it away. To later return for the prize. Our female has grown much larger now. While she hunts alone, she is not without a family. But this time, the kill isn't hers. These are her siblings. And they've just brought down a Triceratops. Drawn by the scent of blood and kin, she approaches for a family meal. She's late to the table, and today she has to settle for the scraps. These siblings live solitary lives, each one hunting alone. They only reunite for a feast or when a target is too large to take down alone. After the kill, she plays a bit with her slightly bigger brother, before parting ways once more. Nearby, the eldest of the three rests, recovering from the effort it took to bring the giant down. For now, their bond is quiet, but strong. He heads back to the beaches for dessert. At this stage of her life, her body demands it. She needs enormous amounts of food to sustain her growth, and her hunger never rests. Every meal is fuel, and every bite another step towards her full potential. From the shadows of the jungle, the Sapodor Carnotaurus watches. It studies her movements, waiting, calculating the odds. The Carnotaurus is not alone. Hunting in a pack of three, they could be a formidable opponent. But she strikes. The Carnotaurs scatter, fleeing onto the beach. Instead, she vanishes into the brush. Moments later, as one of them turns its focus to the turtles, she strikes again. It had dropped its guard. Over the years, she has become a master of the ambush. Every attack, faster, smarter, deadlier. As the remaining Carnotaur lingers, testing her, she eats, unbothered. But it made a critical mistake. It stayed, and she is still hungry. She's not just a hunter, she's a tracker, and she never forgets a scent. She doesn't rush. It's a marathon. She applies steady pressure, wearing the Carnotaur down with calculated intent. Each lunge is deliberate, just enough to keep it from catching its breath, to keep it running, panicking. She conserves her energy with precision. Regulating every movement, every heartbeat. Not a single drop wasted. The Carnotaur wants to escape. It wants to rest. But it's trapped in a war it cannot win. A psychological game. And slowly, its stamina begins to slip. Its confidence shattered. Now it runs, not to survive, but to flee the inevitability behind it. She grazed him, just enough to draw blood. Now, desperate to catch its breath, the Carnotaur burns through the last of its energy, pushing its body beyond the limit. However, it's too late. She has its scent and is closing in. There is no place to hide where the young Rex won't find. She is a masterful tracker with a nose honed by experience and a mind sharpened by hunger. Fear clouds judgment. And in fear, the Carnotaurus makes the worst decision possible. The kind that gets you killed. In a blind panic, the Carnotaurus made the fatal mistake. It stumbled off an elevated ridge and crashed to its death below. She never had to land the final blow. Just fear was enough. Nearby, two raptors pick at the remains, opportunists drawn by the scent of fresh meat. But when they round the corner, they see her. They scatter. She gives brief chase, forcing them to flee. But even she knows they're too fast to catch. And for now, the kill is hers alone. Hey guys, if you want to see more of this, this is my first time doing a video like this. If you like it, let me know down below. Like and subscribe. And let me know if you want to see a part 2 of this. Cheers.